What up, it's your boy Dvrth back out again for another video, and today we're here with To Your Eternity Season 2 Episode 6. Last episode was one of my favorite episodes, actually. I think after like really looking back and thinking about it, yeah, it's probably like one of my favorite episodes, mostly because of all the talking points that it brought up, and the just how much discussion we got out of such a one-note episode, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it even more, yeah, that last episode was very one note in a lot of ways, but it had so much depth in the way that each character was communicating with each other and their plans for each other. It all boiled down to something that me as somebody who likes to, if I'm not over analyzing an episode or something, or just wanting to talk about something in an episode, it boiled down to an episode that was perfect for me in that aspect of watching the show, I guess. So really good show, or really good episode, also really good show. But now we ended off with the knockers attacking again. It seems like we've evacuated a decent amount of the men that were at the epicenter of the attack. However, now Fushi is going to have to fight again, and hopefully it doesn't end in him losing any of his forms. So with all that being said, we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more To Your Eternity or something totally different, the best place in that in is always my social media links, going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, you can't wait for the next one to come out, you can always subscribe to the Patreon. Links are going to be in the description for that. We also have the full-length reaction to these episodes, or these episodes, I guess, the full-length reaction to these episodes on Patreon as well. We also have a Discord if you want to join that and talk more To Your Eternity or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. I completely forgot about the fact that Fushi could bring people back to life, and now that information is not public, but now that information is available for the viewer and also for Bone to kind of mull over, it's going to be interesting to see what other people do with that. I don't think. Oh, ooh. Is he? I don't think he'd be down with it. Huh. Oh, he's eating cookies over there. It's my nigga Bone. Okay. Oh, he is that repulsed. Really? Yeah, that's that gut reaction of him being a descendant of Ayase. Oh, fuck yeah, you're right. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. Hey? Okay, he's a child now. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, he is. It's that body, bro. Yeah, that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame him. I can't blame him. Like, you wouldn't want to be associated with that bloodline. Oh, but I also feel really bad for Kahaku. Yeah. I mean, but it's for the best. Though, like I said, I still feel bad for him. He about to do some miracles for people. I guarantee. See? What? God damn, that rumor spread fast. Yeah, this is gonna be bad, man, because people are gonna want you to do things for him, or like for them, and I don't know how people are gonna react to that. Like whether you can or can't, you know what I'm saying? Get away from me. Captured by infectious. Oh, hang on, you got information. Talk to me. But then again, why are you telling me? It's not like Fushi knows to ask this, but like, why is she telling us this? Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, I don't know about this, bro. Damn. So yeah, the Church of Bennett or whatever must be doing some sicko shit. What do you do? Oh wait. Yeah, wait. To make rest the kids up. Silera? Like, what's your game? Why are we doing this? Power? Faith? Church. Okay. Yeah, this is true. Y'all are on some demon shit, and that little necklace thing is very close to the curse mark thing from Berserk. I don't like that. They on some boy pulled up with a stick and said, "Let's do something about it." I mean, that's a girl. I forgot. My bad. Oh, they got him. That's a cool shot, though. Damn it, they got him. Yep, they got him. Give back Fushi. Yeah, we need that nigga. He's Jesus. Good job. What was it? What was her actual name? Fucking. How do you know that this is the best choice, though? What do they plan on doing to my mans, though? Shit. Oh, he's about to. What the fuck? What is this? A coffin? It's a casket. What the fuck? But this. The devil he bring. Oh, this is horrible. He's just gonna produce the husk. This isn't gonna look very good to these people of God. Yep. Fuck! Oh, this is bad. Oh, good shit, Toto. I forget. You good? I don't see no blood. No! What the fuck? Oh.
ここはみんな無事か。とにかく出ないと。出口はない。
Where the fuck are we? An iron cell?
人生には停滞する時間というものがどうしても訪れる。目標に届かず空回り。
Let's get the fuck out of here, dog. Nice. Okay, that didn't do. Okay. But also, as yes, but if you melt iron and that seems to be an iron ceiling, let's think about this. Wait a minute. I don't think the roof is the best option here. Fushi が自分の能力を発揮できるかどうかはおそらく魂の存在が影響しているのだと思う。 Okay, are you through? Thing is thick. What? Man. Oh, man. Oh, every time he burns that shit, it scares the fuck out of me. Oxygen. Yeah. Yeah. It's still. Right. They still have a lot to live for, a lot to die for, but that time is not now. How much you've grown. Yeah. Wow. Jesus Christ, man. What's fuck? Like water? Like hot water? Cause that would it's molten lava! Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, it's Pocoa. Oh shit. Nice. At least you back up, bro. Good shit. Really, bro? So at first I was wondering, like, why? But now I'm wondering what's gonna be the reaction to this? Because that's some traumatic shit that he just went through. Man, those motherfuckers. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. Okay. Man. They threw my dog in a fucking cube and put molten lava or molten iron. Molten iron is hot. That's okay. Let's start from the beginning. So first of all, knocker attack. we handled that problem pretty quickly. Oh my god. Knocker attack, we handled that pretty quickly. And I forgot that we ended off on Kahaku professing his love. Which I didn't think that Fushi would be for it. But to my surprise, he seemed to be somewhat interested in the feeling itself, right? Whenever you see the fire come out and stuff like that, he seems to be interested in that because it is what the feeling produces, right? However, we get a pretty interesting reaction whenever Kohaku embraces Fushi, which is him being like just revolted in disgust, which, though it's an interesting reaction, it's extremely understandable, right? It seemed that Kohaku had originally fell in love with the Perona form, right? Now, of course, with his Hayase bloodline, with Hayase's blood, coursing through his veins, of course he's just gonna love Fushi no matter what, and we saw that in this episode. But the very strong reaction that Fushi had to Kohaku embracing him it surprised me because I completely forgot. I don't know how I forgot that Hayase was the one that killed Perona, because that's the reason why I hate her. But when it's revealed and you see how strong the reaction is, you kind of understand, like you completely understand really why you get that reaction. Of course, each body has their own each body has their own feelings for different stimuli within the world, right? That's kind of how these forms work. We get that with the Nameless Boy, where like whenever you do something that the Nameless Boy wanted to do after he got out of his snowy village, you get to see his eyes and stuff like that. Back when I think there was moments where we did something for like March, and whenever you would get like a March appearance and stuff like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think that's kind of how these bodies work. So that also works with people. Same thing with like how Tonari is the Knockers hate Tonari. So whenever he's in the Tonari form, they try to get away from him. It is that strong of a stimuli for these bodies. But on the other hand, it's that strong of affection for Kohaku, who still has that Hayase blood running through his veins, that he's still a descendant. So when I understand why Fushi has that reaction, and that's a rough reaction to get from trying to get yourself to hyping yourself up to confess your love. That's a rough reaction to get, but I completely understand Kohaku in this situation as well. Kohaku is trying to be different from his ancestors. He still has that same love, but he wants to form it in a different way, right? He seems to be the most understanding out of the descendants that we have seen so far. But all that understanding can still be overridden by just the intense want to be with Fushi, to the point that he was like, I don't care what form you take, it's fine, I'll love you regardless. And then at some point it got weird because he turned into March and he was still like holding her, and yeah, you know, it. I like I said, I just feel bad for both parties, but man, that I don't know, man. I just feel bad for both parties. Good or good decision by Bond to be like, all right, so you need to stay away from him, of course, because it is, you know, it's probably not good for Fushi to be around Kahaku at the moment. But let's get into the devil of this episode, which is the Church of Bennett, who seem to, since the beginning of us seeing them, they have been conspiring against Fushi and anybody that is on the side of Fushi or with Fushi. And this episode's no different, only this time they kind of succeeded with their plans. Now, it's weird to me it's weird to me why they are so against Fushi. It makes sense. I should say this way. At first, it was weird to me why they hated Fushi or why they were against him. And it made sense why the people were, you know, loved him, of course, because he was some like this Jesus Christ-esque figure that was helping the little people, performing miracles and stuff like that. And, you know, like, oh, you can bring people back to life, you can create more money and stuff like that. Of course, people are going to be very excited and loving towards the being that can do all that. But when we have a totally different love, or not love, we have a totally different feeling coming from the Church of Bennett and Silaris, or Sylar, I already forgot his fucking name, I'm sorry, whatever, he a bitch, you know, deserved to have his name remembered. But for the church, they seem to be very much against Fushi. Now, why do they seem to be against Fushi? Well, it's honestly pretty simple, I think, at least. It's because Fushi is doing something out of the norm that you would usually see, right? These people, this is a church, and if I am to take this at face value, this church only would care if they only care about Fushi, or they only see Fushi as an ally if he can benefit the church. But since he is something out of the ordinary, which for churches in general is a no-go, since he's something out of the ordinary, and he showed that he couldn't benefit the church by creating a corpse, he was basically shunned by the church and seen as a heretic or a spawn of the devil, right? Now, unfortunately, the sad thing about that is that Fushi doesn't want to, like, Fushi just wants to live life. He doesn't want to be some Christ-like figure. He doesn't want to be a devil or anything like that. He just wants to live life with people that he cares about, which is a very simple and understandable want out of life. The unfortunate thing about this is that because of what he is, that's kind of far-fetched, and unfortunately we see the situation that it gets himself, got himself into, which, by the way, getting put into a metal box or an iron box that getting put into an iron box in which you start to suffocate, right? Like let's just kind of let's just list off the things that Fushi just had to go through in this episode here, just in the box, right? So first off, he is already worried that his friends are dead. He saw some of his friends get stabbed or attacked in general, so he's worried about that. Gets put into a box, or he wakes up in a box where he is lacking oxygen and starts to suffocate. After he is suffocating and passed out, there is then added molten iron to the box that I'm going to assume it was simply to encase him in. That was the idea. Just the general idea there was just to pour the iron in and let it sit so he could be captured. But the added effect is that Fushi had to sit there until the iron settled, like until the iron solidified. So, and we just saw the creator basically count out how long it would take. And so my point that I'm getting at is, for Fushi to have gone through something that nobody has ever like successfully gone through, or at least I'm going to assume that nobody has successfully lived through. I'm interested in seeing what the response is here. Fushi has done a lot of longing for love and wanting to learn what love is about, and even like the people around him they're trying to teach him. But going through something like this, you're not gonna have a great response to that. You're not gonna be over the moon to get out. Going through something like that, going through suffering like that, is going to have to change you just a little bit, if not completely. So I'm wondering what kind of Fushi comes out of this, because he's not just going to shake this off and be like, oh, well, I guess these guys aren't, I guess I can't do anything, right? And who knows how long he's gonna be stuck in that iron. He might not get out the next episode. He might not get out, and if he does get out the next episode, we don't know how much time is going to pass before he can get out. So going through that literal hell and being stuck in there for however long he's going to be stuck in there, when Fushi gets out, I'm going to assume that he is not going to be a happy camper. This is where Fushi is going to learn about more human feelings than he already knows, right? More interesting and more complex feelings. Before we learned ambivalence with Hayase, and even then, he was Fushi was like, yeah, I hate you, right? When he was talking to us, like, I hate you, right? Don't talk to me, don't come, find me, any of that. I don't want to see you again. And even the creator of this episode was saying, like, oh, you've learned human misery, like you're learning different feelings and emotions, in like emotional phenomenon. But now this is probably a point in Fushi's life where he's going to learn another emotional phenomena, whether it is anger or just pure hatred. Because like I said, the thing with Hayase, though it was like hatred for how Hayase, killed Perona and all this other stuff, how the same way we rehashed it this episode, which was horrible to hear again. The same thing with that. It's gonna be like that here, where an intense an intense emotion is about to be birthed. I think that's the best way I can put it. An intense emotion is about to be birthed after Fushi gets out of this. However, that could possibly change the way that Fushi goes about his life. Hopefully not. Hopefully it changes him for, well, I don't think that getting molten iron is going to change anybody for the better, but hopefully Fushi doesn't come out of this lost. I guess that's the best way to put it. But it's that was really tough to watch, actually. Like, just trying to imagine how it would feel to basically swim in lava and have to, like, I don't even know how to really put this. Imagine the last time you burned yourself, whether it was like accidentally touching a stove or curling iron or whatever. If you remember the last time you burnt yourself, and then just imagine that, but like 100 times worse and all over your body. And not only that, every time you burn to a crisp, your body repairs itself and you burn to a crisp again. Fushi was literally put through actual hell and by this church. And by putting Fushi into actual hell, they may have created Fushi to be a devil in this situation, at least. I talk about this all the time, but it's really interesting the way that these people, the people around Fushi, kind of shape the story of Fushi, whether it's in storytelling later or it's the way that they affect the story themselves. And this is one of those situations where it is basically the way that they affect the story themselves. Very very questionable things could come out of this, and I'm genuinely afraid for Fushi's thought process through like coming out of this. So hopefully I say hopefully it's not too bad, but I keep remembering, yes, he was burned to a crisp like however many times. It's not, but I think that's about it. There were moments in this episode, especially with Bone, where he basically sold out Fushi, and it was pretty much just for his gain, as well as his family and stuff like that. But as Toto was saying, and I forgot Toto's actual name, it's something like really, it's like a really simple female name. I don't remember what it was, but I'll call her Toto until I can remember it. But like Toto said, he just did it to save his own ass. In a lot of ways, this entire like expedition was a way to save his own ass, because he wanted to use Fushi as a pawn to become king. And while I really like Bon, this is on brand for him. The saving his own ass is on brand for him, but it is also something that he could easily overcome, just because of how much we gush about Bond being an actual good person. It's just that he's Bond, he's Bond. So hoping to see him kind of shake back a little bit and not stick to his more cowardly ways, because he also has to go through some maturing in order to become king, or to reach his goal, which is to become king. So it, looking out for Bone. Hopefully he can find some find it within himself to pick his balls up like Toto was trying to tell him. But yeah, this was a really good episode. We're it seems that we're finally getting into the Church of Bennett stuff. I was wondering when they were actually going to make any type of move, and now that they have, and it's like episode 6, I'm sure this is like a twin. How many episodes to see? I'm afraid to look, actually. I probably shouldn't look. I'm not gonna look. I don't know how many episodes season 2 has. I'm going to guess it's either the standard, like the very low standard of 12, or they did the same thing they did for season 1 and it's 20 episodes again. Either way, we are decently into season 2 to where sick shit can start happening. If you remember, by like episode 6 in season 1, we had already lost we had already lost March. So season 2 episode 6, I'm hoping that we don't lose anybody important along the way in these next couple of episodes, but knowing To Your Eternity and the way they tell this story, or their story, they are, we're probably going to lose a couple people that are important to us, but other than that, really good episode. Of course, love to see the way that people react to Fushi whenever he comes into town, mostly because, like I said, the people love him because he's a Christ-like figure. The church hates him because he is a Christ-like figure, and of course it's going to be a tumultuous relationship between both of those sides of humanity, because like we seen in this episode, if he revives him, then he's a child of God, or some holy man, or holy figure, or whatever. And if he doesn't, as he didn't, then he is a spawn of the devil. And neither one of those things are things that Fushi actually wants to be, nor anybody really. So it's complicated. It's very complicated. So with all that being said, great episode. Really excited, but also scared for the next one. Mostly because who knows who could die, but also who knows what kind of Fushi is going to come out of that cube. The angry fuck the church side of me wants Fushi to come out there and just start fucking shit up. But the more reasonable and conservative side of me is like, all right, chill out. Let's try to be as tactful as possible when coming out of a cube of molten lava. Yeah, he probably need to kill all them niggas. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I think about the molten lava, I'm just like, bro, that was actually fucking terrifying. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more To Your Eternity or something totally different, the best place to that in, as always, my social media links are going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links are going to be in the description below for that as well. We have the full-length reaction to these episodes on Patreon too. And we have a Discord if you want to join that and talk more To Your Eternity or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, off button, there it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.